Well, hello. This is Noemi Smith.
And Flip Masters.
This is our very first podcast, no?
Yeah,
Our
together.
very first. Yeah.
Yay.
We are starting this channel as a fun, and what else would you like to add?
An exciting adventure into folklore and tales and fun things like I don't know, like the mythical creatures.
Everything starts with me listening to a Spanish speaking podcast about the paranormal creatures and tales that grandpas from generations tell to grandkids. And Flip started to try to eardrop through my podcast because he could see me completely and absolutely into. And he started becoming very, very curious about, like, what is that? Why are you listening?
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm sitting there like, what?
So I was thinking, why not? Because you won't believe how many tales, how many stories, other than your normal ghost hunter shows here, known in the United States. You don't even know how many more creatures and many more stories are to tell by Hispanic talking people from Mexico, Central, and South America. The many stories that exist, the many cryptics and cryptozoology, crypto animals that exist. It's incredible. And probably you, like Flip,
yeah, their culture.
never even heard about this thing.
Yeah, I've never heard about some of the culture folklore until No actually was starting to give me the details on it. And I was like, what? No. And so we started looking it up and we're like, wait a second.
Why do we translate this? Why about we made a compilation of all of that and we do our own research about the story, the real story, true story, facts, and maybe some video recordings and so on. And why don't we just start doing that and make it a note to the people who speak English?
Yeah, it's the ability for us to take a heritage or a culturic folklore or legend, and since Noah me speaks fluent Spanish, and actually I don't really.
It's my first language.
It is her first language. So it's not my first language. My first language is American slang, because I'm a Southerner and a Texan at that. Now I live in New Mexico now, but this is the ability for us to translate some of her folklore legends into English speaking language that can allow us to migrate over that folklore to, I'm hoping, the English speaking population.
Yeah, I think it will be a fun trip.
It'll definitely be interesting. It won't be something that we will be able to do all the time.
You're gonna learn you're gonna learn probably new things here, other than the classical of the ghosts. We also want to pick up on cryptics here in the United States, which are very, very interesting. Nevertheless, no, because we have cool stuff here in the United States too.
I mean, think about it. We live in New Mexico. We got Bigfoot. We got all kinds of stories.
That's
like
kind of boring to me, but it is what it is.
It is what it
There
is.
is the Bigfoot, yeah.
But like in Texas and Mexico and a couple other places, we got the chupacabra. Got a few other characters.
That little pendejo went all over the place.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Yeah.
He's everywhere. He went
all over Americas. I don't think it's
even to South America.
It's not in Europe or anything like that.
No, actually, no, not Europe.
Yeah.
It didn't travel in any ship or something like that. Europe had their own tales, though.
Could you imagine?
Which are quite amazing, too.
How many folklore legends and characters and mythical creatures are all over the world? There's tons, and we're just going to try our best to cover some of the Americas, pretty much.
Yeah, but we're always taking creepy stories from our audience, which are you guys. So we have an email. we might be able to write it down. If you're watching the podcast or if you're listening, we are also on the Spotify. We're a brand new channel. Please, we need a lot of our friends that know us. I'm an artist, and Flip is a producer. Our friends that know us, please, we need your support as a brand new channel. We really, really, really need your support. Well, if you're watching or if you're listening to us, we have what I was talking about. We have an email that you can send us if you ever experience anything related to ghosts, related to apparitions, to aliens, black magic, witchcraft, and whatever.
We do live in New Mexico.
You might have big witness of.
Yeah.
We would love to know, and we can share your story anonymous if you wish to, or just let us know in the beginning of your story. That would be really, really fun, sharing stories, true things that happened to us from the fans.
I mean, a lot of stuff happened to me when my past. A lot of stuff has happened to know.
We will be talking about that too. So that will be like a personal experience, and maybe that is the chapter that we'll be sharing with the testimonial of the audience to our followers.
Yeah.
And even town tales. We were hitting one of our vintage store. No, not the vintage store.
The thrift store?
Thrift store!
We love thrift stores.
We love thrift stores. I used to work there for a whole year. It was the greatest year of my year.
We're so addicted
my life.
to theirs.
And we're trying to hit really funny, like creepy stories about haunted dolls from thrift stores. We're already thinking about that chapter. So if you ever heard about that, the same thing, let us know. We will be going to our local thrift stores to talk to the workers and people buying stuff out of there to see if they're ever really, really happening. I am going to make a recopilation of many, 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 many things. And of course, if we take stories, like I said, from Hispanic podcast channels, we are going to be giving credit. And if there is any Spanish speaking in this audience right now, you guys can go and follow all of my big podcasters, Hispanic podcasters. Okay, we will always be giving credits.
Yeah, we're definitely going to give credits to the stories and to the people who originated the stories. That way their channels can be viewed, and especially if you're a Spanish-speaking audience member or you're listening in or watching and you speak fluent Spanish, you probably want to watch their podcast too. Some of these podcasts are amazing. They're super spectacular, and they sound good. Their quality is.
They have high up. What is they call the people that they interview?
Their guests are very well known.
I guess guests.
Yeah. Their guests are well known. Mm-hmm. But one of the other things that we're going to be doing on this show that she hasn't mentioned yet is she is the Paranormal Dollmaker. So because she's the Paranormal Dollmaker, some of these mythical creatures and characters she's going to be...
I'm going to try to recreate them. We're talking about one creature like the witches or the Nahuals. The witch not as a witch, no. We call them better a bruja for the entity that it is. It's a monster. It's kind of like a human hybrid. What we're talking about is going to be amazing. But if I'm talking about a creature of a cryptic, I'm going to be working on that during the show, and you're going to get to see pics. Probably the full work in progress. It will be shown in my page, Angels by Me, as art related. But here, just like now in the same exactly place, you're going to be watching me probably finishing and playing around with the doll during the podcast.
Yeah, you're going to actually, here, just real quick, I'll scan to her camera. You're going to look up in your top right-hand corner over there. Your other right. You actually see this. That is one of her sculptures called the Succubus.
Yeah, now we have them in display right here.
Yeah, there are. Some of them are going to be a display. We do have the La Parca up, but she's a little higher on the screen.
Yeah,
we'll try to get
see her in my collection of oddities.
We love oddities and stuff like that.
Yeah, we love oddities, and I do love old vintage dolls. Mm-hmm. And you do have to learn how to clean this up. Even simple objects, especially from antique places. This is a topic for
It's a
For our
topic
next
for
chapter.
another show.
Yes,
But,
we're
trying to
going
give you
way
an
far,
intro.
far away from our today's topic.
Well, today's topic, first, we just wanted to give you an introduction of who we were and what we're trying to do. Now, remember that we're going to be kind of relaxed. We're not going to be very, got to go it this way. It's got to be perfect. No, we're human beings and you're human beings. And we just want to have a good show and have a fun podcast where y'all can sit back and relax and listen and watch us be goofy and do interesting things. But one of the things I thought was cool was, Noah's sculpting capability is absolutely amazing. But on this show today, we're going to go ahead and get to our main topic, and we'll give more intros throughout this series and stuff like that. And we will be doing live streams too. So, but this is our first pre-record. So this is pre-recorded, but we will be doing live streams very soon. So expect that.
Today is a special. It's going to be a very, very, very special night, and that's what we're going to talk about it. I have to say ahead of time, please forgive my Spanish, forgive my English. My English is not perfect, even though
It's not bad though.
it's hard for me to admit it. I do have an accent.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I do. Yeah. It's been hard for me to admit it, but it's true. So forgive me if I messed it up. We have made this little research about what today's moon is going to be. And yes, we are reading. It's like our little homework here. This has been 100% translated from a Spanish scripture.
So we're going to introduce you to Michi right now. And Michi is our investigator. Michi is going to do the translations for us. So give us 1 second, and Michi's going to do some translation. So say hello to Michi.
Ready? Set?
All right, looks like Michi has found it.
Okay.
Didn't realize that our microphones were not on Michi's today, so we'll have to get Michi's
microphone.
We were laughing at Michi. Y'all missed it, but that's okay.
You will see it in the future. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He's always going to be there when we need to research something on Wikipedia.
But Michi did find the cold moon of December 4th, 2025.
This is an energetic event that won't return until 2042. Why it is a special flip?
So this year's cold moon will be ancient, larger, super lunar, luminous, and an intuitive moon.
A moon that opens a portal that only appears once per generation. What is the cold moon, you might want to ask? The December full moon is called the cold moon.
Cold.
The moon of silence, in introspection, truth, and the closing of cycles is the last full moon of the year. It is the moon that cools what must die and illuminates what is ready to be reborn. What it reveals, this moon illuminates what has been hidden through the success of the year, like unspoken truths, kept inside emotions, worn out relationships, wounds that need to be healed, decisions to avoid. Is the kind of moon that invites you to be honest to yourself.
So it's energy in your destiny. What you choose to work on under this moon will profoundly influence your energy in the coming years. The direction your soul takes, paths that begin to open, cycles that reach their natural conclusion, intuitions that begin to activate. This moon marks an energetic turning point.
What is its spiritual energy, the spiritual energy of this moon? Cleanses of all karmic burdens, cutting off stagnant energy, breaking emotional ties, opening to inner clarity, strengthening your spiritual protection. It is a moon of silent yet profound rebirth.
It's an emotional energy, closing grief, letting go of what weighs you down, releasing what no longer resonates with you, breaking old energetic agreements, emotional rest. Its light is cool, but purifying and restorative.
Okay, this part is very important. It's very important actually. Other than the fact of being we're working under the influence of this special, beautiful moon. What this moon does not favor. Okay, like it's like a don't do, must not do. Okay, under the energy of this of the moon, the followings I'm going to tell you are not, and I repeat, not recommended. Okay, reopening past relationships. Okay, seeking out someone who has already moved on. It's gone. Okay, it's gone. Ritualizing forced relationships. Not just for tonight. For me, this is one is like you keep all year long. For heaven's sake, don't do witchcraft to tie somebody to fall in love with you.
Forcing anybody to do anything against their own will is not
God, that's
good.
not yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Returning to all patterns. Path is the same pattern. Returning to all patterns of life, of living, especially bad things. No. Making decisions out of fear. One of my great chants or great beliefs, at least for myself, is that I cannot live in fear.
Yeah.
Living in fear is not living.
So the cold moon favors conscious closures, not setbacks. Just remember that.
I gotta be very, very aware of that one.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the opposite side of this. The good things. What does it help with, this moon? Energy cleansing. Closing or finishing rituals. Like it's like a cutting off and a new start ritual. Writing to release negativity. Meditating with a white candle. Cleaning and programming your songs. We are going to do that. Actually, we were waiting a whole full month, and somebody, geologist or somebody, can explain me why here in Cloudcroft we are a little bit high. How much is the?
And so where we live in Cloudcroft, New Mexico, we are at around 8,600 feet.
Why we cannot see the moon almost the entire month?
So I could tell
it's
you.
It's like gone. It's like nothing. I never seen. Good Lord.
So it's weird because the moon comes out in the daytime here, where other times it comes out nighttime. A lot of the city people.
Because we probably can show a video of yesterday's when I was taking a picture of the moon at 5 o'clock afternoon.
Yeah, we'll do a little clip right here.
So you don't see the moon at night.
So you don't really see it at night because what happens is it starts to set when nighttime starts to appear. And that's just because I believe the elevation changes the way the moon is positioned in the night sky. And we also have mountains around us. So because we have mountains around us, the moon will go behind the mountains and then we won't see it. But people in lower altitudes or flat areas, where the land isn't
So
so
is that my
hilly.
answer? Why we don't see the moon here?
That's probably the answer, but it doesn't mean that it's correct.
Not complaining. The stars are beautiful.
Somebody knows the real reason.
You can, yeah. If somebody knows the real reason why, we're telling you the high that our tongue is, but you won't see it on the whole moon. We will see it probably. We were starting to see it 2 days before yesterday, before today. 2 days before today, we kind of start seeing a little bit shining, but pitch black.
Yeah, we
the
see
whole
it in the
month.
daytime.
So we were waiting all this time to cleanse our crystals, to make moon water, and so on and so on. Oh my goodness, where was I? Okay, cleaning.
You were on
You had to
writing
watch.
to release
You had to watch our little short. We were collecting spring water from Cloudcrow here. How far from our house?
It's about 8 miles and down into the. Well, it's 8 miles into the mountain.
Into the mountain.
Yeah,
To go
it's
get
higher up though.
to go to get spring water.
Yeah, we got natural spring water that's coming straight from the ground, like literally.
And for the
straight from
naysayers, Flip, how far are we from the nuclear bomb test?
We're a couple, like 100 miles.
100 miles.
So we live on the top of the Sacramento mountain range, which is 25 miles from White Sands, New Mexico, and
Where they did the nuclear testings. No?
Yeah, that's the edge of White Sands, New Mexico. So they do the nuclear testing further back in.
So how far do you think is
but-
from us, from where we collected the spring water?
Our spring water, I mean, it's a couple 100 miles, so
A
we're
couple
not
100 miles.
exactly, within that range or whatever you want to say. We're not. We don't have rad levels here. This is not.
Yeah,
Fallout,
the naysayers,
okay?
when I post that first video that we were collecting spring waters, to make things clear, we were not collecting this especially for drinking purposes.
Yeah, radiated water.
It was for cleaning our crystals.
We
with
actually
the-
got
with
somebody
the
that
shine
said,
of the
"Y'all are
moon, but
drinking
the
radiated
naysayers were
water."
saying you are like 50 miles away from the nuclear place.
Yeah, we're a couple
Your place
hundred
is
miles.
radioactive. And I'm like, okay, I haven't lived here all my life, but I haven't met anyone like the Hills Have Eyes people.
I mean, I've met people at the hill.
That is a movie, people. I haven't met anyone suffering from nuclear side effects.
Side effects. We're not growing third arms. Somebody apparently plays too many Bethesda video games.
Yeah. So here, Cloudcroft, New Mexico. If somebody,
they're watching the new TV
if
show.
somebody is watching us from Cloudcroft, New Mexico, please tell them, but we are not radioactive.
Yeah, we're not.
And that is the stupid.
Anyway, okay.
Anyway, going back.
Writing to release negativity.
Programming and cleaning our crystals, giving thanks for past experiences, and preparing us for a brand new cycle. Okay? Who likes to do rituals? We're not, well, if anything else, you can call me a learning witch, or which
weirdo.
which wanted to be. Because especially my mom with, oh God, I can understand from many people who is into religion, like hardcore, because believe it or not, I was in my 20s, from my teens to my late 20s, I was in a hardcore religion. I was very, very religious. I even went to a Pentecostal church, from the Pentecostal church, evangelic, and sometimes they have even longer names. I was wearing the long skirts, and
Anyway,
it was an experience that I am thankful for in life, and that I will tell my mom, because my mom sometimes tell me, "You're into witchcraft. You're doing evil things," and this doesn't work really like that. You could be any kind of religion, and actually, my beliefs is still for the Christian God. My beliefs is still, and even Flip is the same pretty much. We go for Christianity, the Holy Trinity, Father, Son.
yeah, the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost.
And the Holy Ghost,
So
yeah.
I'm non-denominational pretty much. I don't really have a denomination, and I I don't classify myself as a religious person. I'm not a church-bearing individual, but I do believe what I like to believe. And it's not like a horrible thing to have a different belief than your friend. I mean, we have friends that are very, very much high in the church and the Christians, and they're beautiful people. And then we got other friends who are agnostic.
I have my Mormon friend, Karen. She's a Mormon.
Yeah, we have another Mormon.
And nobody
friend,
believes she's a Mormon.
Everybody
Hi, Karen.
She ain't a Mormon.
She's a Mormon.
She's Mormon.
I actually could not believe in the first time when somebody told me, but Karen is Mormon. I'm like, what? Okay.
Anyway, we don't stage it. We don't classify.
That is why we're trying to teach here, because this is what I learned in my lifetime.
Everybody has their belief.
You cannot just point your finger at somebody, at something, at a religion, a believing. You can't just point your finger at somebody without knowing. Maybe if you come up to a new knowledge, to a new religion, your friend is a certain religion or whatever, because that is something I used to do. When I come up in my times when I was a religious person, I will just close myself. I won't try to look explanations or anything at all. I just qualify that person as evil without any
called reading
further explanation. It's just because why I believe it's true.
Anyway, that's for a whole another podcast.
That is 100% our own experiences, though.
And we will talk more about that. We're
that's
not
why,
afraid of that. Yeah.
That's where the slogan of this show is, we believe, what is it?
We completely forgot. Well,
we believe what we believe here. We believe what we're doing here. But you don't have to believe what we do. You have to be happy with what you believe. You have to be in peace.
Yeah, okay? you need to be in peace with whatever you believe. Your beliefs, that's wonderful. We absolutely respect and honor everyone's beliefs. And unless you're weird. No, I'm kidding. No. we like everything. We think it's all fine the way it is. But again, it's for another podcast. We're getting so off track.
So when I mention here the word ritual, and in Spanish it will be the same, ritual. Don't take it as it's a witchcraft, a street witchcraft. Like I said, I expressed to you my beliefs and my statements, and that doesn't mean that I can practice spiritualism, meditation, believing archangels and angels and beings of light and purity. Okay?
Yeah, what we actually do is we like the more gothic things. As Noah was saying that, you're probably staring at a skull, which you can see right.
The skull's on my shirt too.
Right there, and the skull's on the shirt. They're just neat. Okay, I'm a horror actor. I'm a hunt and horror actor. So naturally, I think, darker stuff is neat and it's fun for us. And
we're fantasy artists.
We're fantasy artists. It's what.
So we go beyond what is normal. What is normal for the regular old folk. No.
Well, I mean, we're not all fairies and pixie dust and Disney's fine, cool. We're all in for that. But
we like dark Disney.
Yeah, we like the Nightmare Before Christmas version of Disney. Anyway,
all right,
back to our
going
subject.
Back to the word. Rituals, you can call it rituals, you can call it ceremonial, anything really, of liberation and rebirth during this cold moon. And this is where everything comes to be fun, actually, because this is the part where you get to go something. You got to step up and do something, no? Do something!
You quit doing that. She does that to me all the time. I'm sitting around, I'm like, what are you doing? She doesn't do something. I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit and do nothing.
That's because I'm hyper. Okay. Light a white candle. Here I have a pretty. We will talk about candles too. It's way better when you make your own. We will be talking about in the future too. Maybe like little shorts. I will show you how you can easily make your own candle. Right? Write on a piece of paper the following. Okay? I choose to release what no longer supports my path. Write down below everything you wish to let go of. All right? Write it down. A little piece of paper. I will fold it. Fold it.
Get to it.
Take 7 Take 7 deep breaths. Better. Okay. Burn the paper in a safe container, especially if you live in the country like us. We're very cautious with fire.
We live in the mountain and stuff, so
Yeah.
if you're going to do that, be very safe.
Sure.
Yes. But just don't do that.
You can tear it apart in little pieces, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Place your hands over your heart and repeat. I allow myself to close. I allow myself to be reborn.
You don't have to repeat this out loud. You can repeat this in your head, too.
In your mind.
Mhm.
Yeah. Silently give thanks for what you have experienced, for what you have lived, right? Especially you feel something funny, something beautiful, something nice after doing this ritual. It is simple, it is gentle, but energetically transformative.
Yeah.
All right. In conclusion,
The Cold Moon 2025 invites you to release consciously, listen to your intuition, choose your own rebirth. What you release today will open space for the new. And that's what's important.
are you ready for this cold moon? Moon.
Mooned. Did you just get mooned? Did you see the picture of me with the cat earlier? Now that
That
was
happened
a
first
cold
time.
moon.
You had to see the picture. Yeah, that happened first time this morning. This holy day, the cat mooning flip. That has to be a sign, baby. You have to understand that it's a sign.
That's not a sign. That is a cat being a cat and being weird. Why do cats do that?
Thank you very much for listening. Our very first, our baby, dada. Our first paranormal podcast, Paranormal Dollmaker podcast.
Yep.
I hope you like it. Please give us a thumb likes. Please, like I mentioned before, we are a brand new channel. Please share, comment, give it a thumbs up. Even if you don't like it, even if you have something horrible to say about us, that give us traffic. In this page, I'm ready to take everything, and we already took the guys telling us radioactive people.
We don't. You're negative. If you want to have negative energy, you know what? Hey, bless you. I hope that whatever is being held inside, you can use this cold moon to, like I said, release consciously and choose your own rebirth. So hopefully you follow that and you can actually be relaxed enough to heal, because we're going to have a lot of talking about that, because y'all all follow, and some of the people have followed me during my situation and no situation.
Flip, in case you didn't know, Flip beat up cancer.
Yeah.
One of the most killing cancers.
Yeah, it was a rare cancer, but anyway, that's for another podcast.
He's still alive
again. I'm still here. But there's releasing that negativity will heal you in the long run. So hopefully will, but we can handle it. It's no big deal. Throw it at us. We don't mind. Plus, it gives us really good views.
If you believe in any other kind of these rituals, like prosperity rituals, cleansing and clarity rituals, talking to or connecting with your angel, your guardian angel, connecting with archangels, also this is the night. This is the night. So we're going to go deeper into do this research, or you can start doing your own research if you're a little bit more acknowledged. Everything is welcome. This is an idol of light and luminosity. Okay?
That's right. And we're going to be doing some of these videos live. So get out there, go enjoy the moon. Looks like it's going to get started dark soon. So for us, it comes up quick. So we're going to get out there and enjoy ourselves. So,
Yeah, we got to start doing our rituals too.
yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see y'all.
Remember, you don't have to believe what we do. You just have to be in peace with what you believe.
Be happy.